So today I did this body painting look on Cortana from the Halo series. I sort of based it on a few different reference pictures and sort of made it my own, like some of the detailing on the chest I just sort of made up as I went along. So Cortana is this AI from Halo. I haven't really played the whole game, I've just played little bits here and there, but I thought what better way to do a body painting tutorial than to use her. I hope you guys enjoy this Cortana look and we'll get straight into it. So the first thing you want to do is just to pin back the front bits of your hair. You can use a headband, a bobby pin, but you also should probably tie up your hair as well, just so the ends of your hair don't get in your paint and create little streaks. So I'm taking these two colours from Tag, a light blue and a white, and just painting my face with a foundation paddle brush. So you can see how slow I was going, and this is sped up double time. So you just want to paint your face, your neck and your chest. Also, I personally don't really like to paint my ears. I just find that the paint stays there for ages, so I decided to leave my ears blank for this look, but you can definitely paint them if you want to. I also took a sponge just to try and get rid of some of the brush strokes that you can see on the paint. This didn't really work that well for me. I probably shouldn't have waited as long as I did because a lot of the paint got quite dry, and I should have also probably done a second layer, but I didn't. So that's why you can see it is a little bit patchy. So taking this palette from Morphe brushes, you can see I'm using that teal shade and also sort of a bluey purple. I'm using this just on an angled fluffy brush to sort of contour my cheeks, my jaw, my temples and my forehead. On a smaller shader brush, I'm just contouring under my lip, on my chin, my cupid's bow and also my nose. So you can see how slowly I contour my nose, just because I want to make sure that it's nice and straight. And I also take my fingers and actually use my fingers just to blend it out a little bit more. You can use a fluffy brush if you'd like. Taking those two colors again, just going to fill in my brows. I just used a Smashbox little angled brow brush. This brush is quite coarse and it usually does pick up a lot of color, but when you have water activated paints down, it sort of acts like a shield on your skin, so the color payoff wasn't there. So it did take me quite a while to build up my contour and also my eyebrows as well. And I'm going to take those two colors into the crease. I was using this sort of stiff crease brush, and I did actually change to an angled fluffy brush just to make it a little bit easier to blend. You can see my lids are creasing quite bad. I do have hooded eyes obviously, and I probably should have used a primer beforehand, but I don't really have any clear primers, so it doesn't matter too much. I just left it like that and just layered up those two colors in the crease until it was the intense. And just taking that same brush and putting some color down on the lower lash line as well. So I actually switched to a flat shader brush, and as you can see, I was winging out the shadow as well. Taking this Morphe gel liner, I think it's in the shade Flex, but it's a dark blue shade, on a Zoeva wing liner brush. You can see I'm just winging out my liner. The liner looks like a little bit choppy and it doesn't look that great. It's actually because that brush is dirty. So I should have used a clean brush, but I really just love that brush for eyeliner and I couldn't be bothered cleaning it. So you can see I'm going over the liner quite a few times just to make up for that dirty brush. And also bringing it on the lower lash line a little bit as well, just to smudge it out. That's most of the eye look done, but we'll do lashes and waterline stuff a little bit later on. So taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Paint. I think this might have been limited edition, but I know Jeffree Star has a matte blue lipstick as well that you could use, or you could just use an eyeliner if you wanted to. This Anastasia one has gold reflex in it, so I really like it. Taking the LA Girl liner in the white one, just making sure it's nice and sharp. We're going to sketch out our Cortana, sort of her markings and stuff. I don't know if you'd call it clothes, like her patterns, I guess. So I am using a reference picture and just generally doing a brief outline of what I want, and then taking a dark blue and a little bit of black as well to make it even darker. I'm just sort of going through the outline. So this is just for the sort of inside of the patterns. And then to clean it all up, I do use a little eyeliner brush just to really straighten out those lines and to make sure that they're nice and crisp as well. Taking a white shade, we're just going to do some little lines and also these little diamond shapes that I did here. I think technically Cortana has little hexagons, but I just did diamonds because they were a little bit easier. And I'm not sure if they're significant or anything, hopefully not. I just took those two contour shades, again the teal and the blue purple, and did my collarbones. I actually switched brushes, and then you can see I'm making some really weird faces to try and get the tendons in my neck to stick out, and also contouring those. So the other collarbone we'll do a little bit later on just because those white diamonds are still drying. And taking that same LA Girl white eyeliner, you can see I just did some rough sketches and taking the white paint again, using that eyeliner brush just to basically go over the outline of what I sketched. So in my reference picture, Cortana also sort of had like these shapes and then little thin lines next to them, like sort of getting smaller and smaller and smaller. They were a lot more close together than this, but I think if I did them any closer, it would just start to look really messy, or messier than it already looks. They sort of look like chips or like some sort of computery stuff. So I did this a lot actually on my chest as well, not just on the neck that you see. And I also just did sort of like random line and dot patterns that you'll see me do just in a minute or two. Also, sorry about my mirror taking up so much of the frame. I didn't really realize when I was filming, and I just can't see unless it's super close to my body. So hopefully next time I think I'm going to use a smaller mirror so at least you can still see the rest of my chest and sort of the patterns that I've done without it taking up the entire frame. So taking this shade, which is Mermaid by Makeup Geek, it's just a shimmery sort of turquoise blue-green shade. Using that to highlight the cheekbones up to the brow bone and your cupid's bow, and also the tip of your nose. And taking the foiled shadow Pegasus, I'm just using that on a flat shader brush just to highlight the brow bone as well as the inner corner. So now it's time for some lashes. These are from Ardell. They're either 113s or Wispies. I feel like they might be 113s. I've worn them quite a few times, so they're a little bit sad looking, I guess. These lash tweezers are from Socialize. I just like them. They help me put on my lashes a little bit better. And you can also sort of squish your natural lashes and your false lashes together. And the glue that I used is from House of Lashes. So I actually forgot to put on mascara, so I just did that quickly now. I just used the IT Cosmetics Tight Line Mascara. And I wanted to put blue in my waterline, but I didn't really want to use that brush because it was so dirty. So I just took the gel liner pencil and just dipped it in the pot. And as you can see, it just makes the blue color go on your... So once you've done the other side as well, that is the completed look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this body painting / makeup tutorial. It's a pretty simple look to do, and you can see some of the detail on my chest here that unfortunately got cut out by the camera or my mirror. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Bye.